He was eating the same breakfast every morning. Doctors say it nearly caused a stroke. And millions of Americans are doing the exact same thing. Mark is 62 years old. He's a man who always tried to do the right thing for his health. He never smoked a cigarette in his life. He enjoyed his brisk morning walks, rain or shine. And he believed, with absolute certainty, that his daily breakfast was heart healthy. It was a classic American meal. A couple of eggs, a slice of buttered toast, and a tall glass of orange juice. It sounds safe, right? In fact, it sounds like what men of US eat, or have eaten, for years. That's exactly what Mark thought. He felt he was starting his day on the right foot, fueling his body with good, simple food. But one Tuesday morning, everything changed. As he stood in his kitchen, waiting for the coffee to brew, his vision suddenly blurred. The familiar lines of his cabinets warped and swam before his eyes. A strange, tingling numbness crept up his left arm, like a slow-moving wave of pins and needles. He tried to call out to his wife, but the words wouldn't form. A wave of dizziness washed over him, and his legs gave out. He collapsed onto the cold kitchen floor, the world going dark. At the hospital, after a series of frantic tests, in the anxious waiting, the doctors came to speak with Mark and his family. The diagnosis was shocking. He had experienced a transient ischemic attack, or TIA, often called a mini stroke. It was a massive warning sign. But what was even more shocking was the cause. It wasn't stress from his job, which he had recently retired from. It wasn't a hidden genetic condition. And it certainly wasn't a lack of exercise. The doctor looked at Mark, and explained that the culprit was hiding in plain sight, on his breakfast plate, every single morning. That healthy meal he was so proud of was a combination that had been quietly, insidiously pushing his blood pressure higher and higher for years. The refined carbohydrates in the white toast, the hidden sugars in the seemingly innocent orange juice, and the sodium from the butter, and even the eggs, all came together day after day, week after week. It was a relentless, silent assault on his cardiovascular system. His arteries were hardening, his blood pressure was creeping into the danger zone, until his body finally gave out. It was a terrifying wake-up call that his daily routine was a ticking time bomb. The doctors took the time to explain a crucial point that men older adults miss. As we age, especially after 55, our bodies process foods differently. What was once harmless can become dangerous. They pointed out that men normal breakfast foods are particularly problematic for this age group, things we barely think twice about. First on the list was sugary fruit juices. Even the ones labeled 100% juice are often just concentrated sugar without the beneficial fiber of the whole fruit, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar. Then there's the white bread and processed toast. These are the refined carbohydrates that your body treats just like sugar, contributing to inflammation and high blood pressure. Processed meats, like bacon or breakfast sausages, are another major offender, loaded with sodium and unhealthy fats that are terrible for your health. Even certain breakfast cereals, the ones with boxes covered in claims like whole grain or heart healthy, can be packed with hidden sugars. The doctor emphasized that alone, in moderation, one of these items might not seem like a big deal, but when you combine them every single day, they create a perfect storm, a silent trigger that puts immense strain on your heart and blood vessels. Mark was lucky, incredibly lucky. The doctor told him that if he had waited another 10 minutes to get to the hospital, the mini stroke could have become a full-blown, catastrophic stroke. He might not have survived. Or even worse, he could have survived with permanent, life-altering damage, paralysis, loss of speech, the inability to live independently. The thought sent a chill down his spine. He imagined his life, his retirement, his time with his grandchildren, all being stolen from him, not by some freak accident, but by a glass of orange juice and a piece of toast. It was a harrowing realization that the most mundane choices can have the most profound consequences. All those years, he thought he was making a responsible choice for his health. But in reality, he was walking himself toward a cliff's edge, one seemingly innocent breakfast at a time. The emotional weight of that what if was heavier than any physical symptom he had experienced. The doctors made it clear. Breakfast should be a meal that protects your heart, not one that slowly attacks it. It's the first thing you put into your body, setting the tone for the entire day. The good news is that making a change doesn't have to be complicated or difficult. Simple swaps can make a world of difference, especially for seniors whose bodies are more sensitive to diet. For instance, swapping white toast for whole grain bread, or even better, a bowl of oatmeal with berries. Trading that glass of sugary juice for a whole piece of fruit and a glass of water. Choosing healthy fats like avocado or a handful of nuts instead of processed meats. These aren't drastic, life-altering diets. They are small, manageable adjustments. The key is to focus on whole, unprocessed foods that are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What you eat in the morning truly matters more than you might think. It's not just about filling your stomach. It's about nourishing your body and protecting your future. Mark changed his breakfast the very next day. He swapped the toast and juice for oatmeal with fresh blueberries and a handful of walnuts. And the results were remarkable. At his follow-up appointments, his blood pressure, which had been stubbornly high for years, finally started going down. He had more energy. He felt better. This story is a powerful reminder. If you're over 50, this might be closer to you than you realize. The habits you've built over a lifetime could be having an impact you're not aware of. It's time to take a closer look at what's on your plate. Stay informed and stay healthy. Your health depends on it. Thanks for watching.